Welcome to this installment of the Community EMR instructional video, Tasking and Messaging. This video was developed by the WRHA CSIS team in coordination with EMR users. This video is meant as reference material regarding the functionality of the EMR. Examples provided during demonstration cover various workflows and should not replace any on-the-job instruction provided by on-site supervisors, managers, or directors. Throughout this video, you will be prompted to pause to have an opportunity to practice the function that has just been demonstrated. The following topics will be covered during this session: how to create mail messages, how to create a task, how to manage your mail and task folders, the patient task window, understanding the reason for assigning a task to a group, and how to manage these tasks. You can access the Home section by clicking on the Home icon on the left side of the window. This section manages communication within Accuro. You may send or receive messages and tasks to or from other users within your office. In the Home section, there is a list of folders, including Mail, Tasks, Documents, and Labs. In this video, we will be reviewing the Mail and Task folders only. The Mail folder contains mail messages that have been sent to you from EMR users within your office. To generate a mail message, select either F7 and New Message, or within the Home section, select the green mail icon on the left side of the screen. When generating a mail message, there are a few options. Users can associate a mail message with a patient's chart or without. If associating with the patient's chart, users also have the option to attach to the patient's chart or not. This functionality is done by selecting or unselecting the check boxes which appear at the top of the mail message window. Within the Home section mail folder, users manage their incoming mail. To the left of this folder is a plus sign. When selected, subfolders will display. Please ensure if reviewing incoming mail that you have the inbox folder selected. This contains mail messages that have been sent to you. Presently, messages that are received that you have not viewed yet will appear in bold font. This helps differentiate between those you have already read. If you have read a message and want to have it appear in bold again, right-click and select Mark as Unread. The Reviewed folder contains mail messages that you received and have been marked as reviewed. The Sent folder contains mail messages that you have sent. Using the negative sign, we'll close these subfolders and default to displaying your inbox. To view your messages, highlight the message of choice from the table. The body of the message will display at the bottom of the window. To respond or action the message, the buttons in the middles of the window can be used to manage responses and actions. The buttons in the middle of the window are used to manage items in the Home section folders. The blue arrows allow you to move to next and previous messages. The envelope icon creates a new message. The clipboard with the check creates a new task, which we will discuss later in this presentation. The Review button marks the mail message you have selected as reviewed and removes it from your inbox. This message will now be found in the Reviewed subfolder. The Reply, Reply All, and Forward buttons work the same as an email. The original message will be included in the reply or forward. CSIS does not recommend using the general note, message left, and no answer buttons, as these are generally used when managing tasks and can be cumbersome in a message. Using the delete button will remove the mail messages from your mail folder completely. Using the delete button will remove the messages from your inbox, but if the message is saved to the client's chart, it will still be accessible within the patient section notes for virtual chart notes. Limited roles have access to the File button, therefore I will not cover this functionality. Finally, any message can be printed by selecting the print icon. Select the envelope icon to create a mail message. A list of users from your site is displayed. The user names are listed in groups based on their role. A message can be sent to a single individual, multiple individuals, or to a group of people. To send a message to a single individual, click on that person's name. To send a message to multiple individuals, use the Control key on your keyboard to select multiple recipients. If you would like to send the message to everyone in a role, click on the title line of that role. The message will then be sent to everyone within that group or role. A message can also be sent to Akiro users in other offices. At the top left corner of the window, there is a drop-down list of all sites or programs in the WRHA Community Akiro EMR. When a different site is selected, the names of the Akiro users for that site are present. These are available for you to send them a mail message as well. To associate the mail message to a patient, ensure the checkbox for patient is checked off. The mail message will default to the patient you currently have loaded. If the message is regarding a different patient, select F1 on your keyboard to search for that patient's name. The check flag for Attached to Patient's Chart attaches the note to the patient's chart. The note is found in the Patient section in the Notes tab. The note will also be seen in the patient's virtual chart under Notes. As mentioned earlier, workflow at sites differ regarding the practice of attaching mail messages to the patient's chart. Please check for the preferred practice at your site. Enter the subject into the subject line. Select the priority from the drop-down list. The default priority is normal. Type your note in the body of the mail message. Items or documents from the patient's file can be attached to the mail message by selecting Attachments. Items are grouped by type. The date and title are displayed. When an item is selected, the contact will display. Review the content of the item to ensure the correct item has been selected and click on OK. Select Send to send the message. The task folder contains tasks that have been sent to you from other Akiro users. Tasks are always action items that a user must complete or mark as complete for the task to be removed from this folder. Tasks associated with patients will be placed on the patient chart when completed. Examples include telephone contact with the client, completing forms for the client, prescribing refills, and a large array of other actions. To create a task, select either F7 on your keyboard and click on New Task, or, if within the Home section, select the Task button on the left-hand side. Within the task window, all tasks must be assigned to an individual or a group of individuals. All highlighted individuals will receive a task for actioning. Identify the due date of the action. When does this work need to be completed by? Elaborate on the task within the note field. To deliver the task to the assigned inbox, select Send. One handy tip: tasks can be assigned to yourself and left in your inbox as reminders for activities you need to complete for a client. Within the task folder, select the plus sign to reveal selected subfolders. The inbox contains tasks that have been sent to you. The completed folder contains tasks that you received and that you have marked as complete. The sent folder contains tasks that you sent. Notice if the assigned to has completed the work, there is a green check mark adjacent to the notes column. Select the negative sign to close the subfolders and return to the default inbox main task folder. If users are diligent about using the task categories and due dates, this will allow assigned to individuals to use their task filter options. Filters can be set to define which tasks you choose to see. They can be based on the due date of the task. Tasks that are due on the current date or prior to the current date are considered overdue. For example, if I select due in 2 weeks, the tasks displayed are overdue tasks as well as tasks that are due within 2 weeks. If unsure as to whether your site is effectively using the due dates, CSIS encourages you to set the filter to all tasks. This will ensure you don't miss any tasks when viewing your inbox. Tasks can be filtered to display a specific reason, also known as the task category. Tasks can also be filtered to display tasks based on the group role that sent the task, such as primary care assistant. Please note, setting filters to limit the tasks displayed increases the risk of missing a task due to the filter. We recommend reason and role filters to be set to show all tasks. When clicking on a task, the file for that patient is loaded. Notice the patient name on the tagline at the top of the screen changes when a task for a different patient is selected. The details of the action required displays at the bottom of the window. One important item to note when reading your tasks is the assigned to. If a task was sent to multiple people before beginning the action, a user will need to check out the task. This will ensure that no other users are working on the same item at the same time. The buttons in the middle of the window are similar to those in the mail folder. Message left and no answer add an addendum to the task with the username, date, and time. There is no ability to include any additional information to the addendum. Selecting General Note opens a free text box so the user can add information pertaining to the task and select Add Note. The addendum includes the username, date, and time. The Completed button is selected once you have completed the task. The task will be removed from your task folder inbox. The task will be a permanent part of the patient's chart and will display as completed in the virtual chart with the name of the user who completed the task. The Task button will open the patient's F7 task window. The Remove button removes the task from the patient's record and Akiro. Tasks should remain a permanent part of the patient's record, therefore a task should never be removed. Select the task icon to create a new task. The new task window looks similar to the new message window. A list of users from your site is displayed. As in the new message window, the usernames are listed in groups based on their role. Names are assigned to tasks the same way a name or names are added to a mail message. Click on a name to assign the task to a single user. Use the control keys to assign the task to multiple users, or click on the title of the role to assign the task to all users in that role. I hope you have found this module of the Home section, Tasking and Messaging within Akiro helpful. For any questions or clarifications, please contact CSIS_support at wrha.mb.ca.